Hi Taurus, welcome to MoonDaughter Esoterica. This is your weekly reading for the week of January 11th through January 17th, 2016. And this is a general reading for anyone born under the sign of Taurus. If you would like something a little more tailored to your personality, please feel free to check out the video for your rising sign as well. That will give you a little bit more complete picture on what you can expect in the upcoming week. I do want to apologize for not getting videos out last week. I'm working with some pretty old equipment and I was just having problem after problem and just couldn't get the videos out. So far, so good this week. Looks like I'm going to be able to get them all out. Things are, for the most part, cooperating. So yay, that's good news. I do want to let you guys know that I am no longer offering the 2016 New Year's readings. It's a very intensive reading, takes me a long time to do. And I was unable to balance that between getting all those readings done and attending to my other services, which is individual private readings and life coaching and stuff. So I do feel bad about that. I do want to make that up to you and offer the rest of my services for this week at 50% off. If you would like a reading or if you'd like to check out any of my other services, please feel free to look in the description box below. And you can contact me at the email address that I'll also leave in the description box below this video. Now, the way I do these weekly readings is I choose a Wisdom of Avalon Oracle card to let you know what kind of vibe or energy you can expect as you go throughout the week. I do a 5 tarot card layout to let you know how that's going to play out, what kind of events you can expect. And then the final card we look at is an Archangel Oracle card to let you know what kind of divine assistance is around and willing to help you as you go throughout the week. So let's get started, Taurus. Your Wisdom of Avalon Oracle card for this week is the Horse. And it talks about accepting help from another and delegating authority. And I think you've gotten this before, Taurus, but I'll explain the card again. Horse is very powerful medicine because it really works in sort of a symbiotic relationship with horse and man. Horse is very powerful and man can be very powerful, and you combine the two and you have, that's what workhorse, power horse comes from. It's a very powerful energy. So if you harness that energy, if you learn to work with others, work with the resources around you in partnership and equal power, then you can get much more accomplished this week and head things off in the direction you want to this week, Taurus. Let's see how that's going to play out. Let's look at your tarot cards. The first card you have for the week is the Hierophant in the reverse position. And with the Hierophant being in the reverse position, I'm going to say take the unorthodox approach this week, Taurus. Do things differently. The traditional way isn't working, so combine resources with people who have different ways of looking at things and different ways of doing things. And look at whatever endeavor you're attempting to manifest and make happen this week. Look at that from a different perspective, from a different way than it's always done. And you'll reach greater success. The next card you have is 2 of Wands in the upright position. So you are already looking to the future. And this week is a time really to gather your team, to get the people on board that you can work with to further your purpose and whatever it is you're working on at this point in time in your life. It's not the time to expect any results, really. It's kind of the beginning stages. You have the concept, you have an idea of what you want to do and where you want to go. And it's now time to sort of gather the team, gather your resources, and start working on that. The next card you have is 3 of Wands in the upright position. So I think what this is saying is that if you can do this, you'll get results quicker than what you anticipated. And perhaps some of the things you've been working on in the past, if you had results delayed, they're going to come in for you as well this week. Now, this could be financial, this could be emotional, really anything. This covers pretty much anything in your life. But the work you've done will start to pay off. And it very well could be this project you could start seeing some early returns from whatever this situation is. The next card you have is King of Cups in the upright position. And the King of Cups talks about handling your emotions in a mature and responsible way. And this is also a way of gathering power. The King of Cups carries a very quiet power. He's a strong, silent type. Doesn't really show what he's feeling or even speak all that much. But he's in full control of his kingdom, of his realm, which is water, which is emotions. So as you go forward with this project, Taurus, make sure that you stay in a controlled emotional state. Your emotional body is controlled and balanced as you go through this. Because it looks like you got a little bit of work to do. Oh, here we go. The next card is the Fool in the reverse position. So this is warning that perhaps you've tried something similar before. Or perhaps you've tried doing things in a different way and it didn't quite work out. And there were lessons to be learned. And so you're being reminded to look back on times that you've done this, or perhaps times where your emotions haven't been quite as controlled as they're being called for this week, because it is definitely touching, and the king is looking at the Fool, who's looking off in the opposite direction. So there may be a rebalancing that you need to do, maybe working with other people to keep yourself emotionally balanced, because that's super, super important to this project and as you go throughout the week this week. Let's take a look at your Archangel Oracle card and see which Archangel will be working with you this week. Fantastic. Archangel Ariel with prosperity. And it says your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So again, I'm drawn to this Fool card and this King of Cups. Cups and water are very intuitive, and they listen to their intuition without getting emotionally involved with it. Some people can be scared of it. Some people can be freaked out. Some people can only follow their intuition and their emotions, and then their emotions get tangled in, and that can create a problem. But you're really being asked to keep those emotions balanced. It will definitely bring you prosperity, whatever you consider that prosperity to be, and it could actually turn into, because these two cards are cards of enterprise, it could actually be financial prosperity coming in for you. But you do need to make sure that you keep a rein on your emotions and make sure you respond rather than react, not make the same mistakes from the past. Okay, Taurus, that's all the information that I'm getting from your cards this week. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and like and share this video. I very much appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic week. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time, Taurus.